we spoke to the cast and creators of Dune Prophecy. Check out my conversation with star Travis Fimmel and executive producer Jordan Goldberg. First of all, the show looks absolutely fantastic. And
Nice.
I'm going to get to that in a second. But, Travis, your character is pretty much the wildest card that I've encountered in the Dune universe in a long time. And I'm curious as to, without giving too much away, whether you could speak to his loyalties and motivations.
Yeah, I found it's a very intriguing character for me to play, just because you're not sure if he's a good guy or a bad guy, and he's got a lot of history that you'll find out later in the series, and he's really got a vendetta for a person that he had a lot of childhood difficulties with, and he's going to do whatever it takes to punish that person, and then he'll make everybody trust him, and yeah, he's going to do, like I said, he's going to do whatever it takes to punish a person that he feels mistreated him as a younger person.
Can I ask you an actory question? Because with a lot of the characters, at least on the surface level, we kind of know what their motivations are. Like, we know what the sisterhood is, and we know where the emperor is coming from. But with your character, there is a shiftiness. And I'm curious what your approach is when you play someone who is shifty in nature. Like, is there an active effort on your part to hide it from the audience?
I guess you're always messing with somebody's head, which makes it more enjoyable to play. You are trying to keep people guessing all the time, whether it be in the way you deliver a line. If you're when you're telling the truth, I'm telling a lie in my head, and vice versa, just to really mess with people and to get them off their game, make them feel uncomfortable around you, which is enjoyable for an actor to be able to mess with people like that.
Oh yeah, your final scene in the first episode is just it's great. I love it. Jordan, I'm assuming one of the biggest challenges was trying to mirror the look, feel, scope, production value of the movies. And I'm curious if you could talk to me if that is still as challenging as it used to be, given how TV budgets are a lot more these days, and are there still any hurdles in doing that? Because the show looks fantastic.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, practically, as you say, you're always kind of dealing within the confines of your resources. But HBO Max and Legendary, they never told us to hold back. They always gave us the support and resources. They wanted us to put an epic on the screen. That's what we did. And it requires meticulous world building, from our showrunner Allison, and great scripts from the writers, and then just the kind of the craftsmen and the technicians all the way through the crew. We just had an unbelievable crew to help put together these grand sets, the wardrobe, everything is just done to its highest quality. And then we live in Dune is a universe that's kind of set into the future, so you need really crack visual effects, and we have a great team doing that too. So we built out a really multi-world kind of thing that looks really cool.
Given that you guys are set over 10,000 years before Paul's story, is there much collaboration with Denis, or are you allowed to play and do your own thing without worrying about what happens in the movies?
Well, it's 10,000 years. 10,000 years is a long time before that, right? But, we're dealing with the Bene Gesserit. I mean, that is sort of the core of our story. There's the sisterhood in our story. And if Frank Herbert's Dune, is, obviously centered around Paul Atreides, but, what centers around Paul Atreides is the Bene Gesserit. It's all about the myth making, right? So now we're meeting this organization that kind of puts together these myths. And so, in a way, there's a link just because this is the beginning of all of that.
Yes, it's a very solid prequel story. I kind of like it. And yeah. I think I've got like a minute left. But very quickly, when it comes to the Bene Gesserit, how do you see them and their relationships to the great houses in this versus what we see in the films?
Well, we're 100 years from the Great Machine Wars, right? So humanity has kind of been untethered from, decades and millennia of being controlled by robots. So now they're kind of left to their own devices. The sisterhood kind of enters the fray to kind of keep them from destroying themselves. But at the same point, they have a program that is pretty aggressive in doing that, and the moral ambiguity is pretty deep.
Yes, everybody in the series is the hero of their own story, which I love because everyone's convinced they're doing the right thing.
That's a really great point.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way. The show looks good. They've only shown us one episode, the bastards. I can't wait to see more. But well done. And, thank you so much. Keep it going.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it,
film, Yeah. Bye-bye.
Take care. See you soon.
Be good.
You can watch Dune Prophecy when it premieres on Max November 17th. Check it out. Let us know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.